What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Kuya P and Heather Hurt to give you another infamous trailer reaction to content getting ready to hit our eyeballs. This one is from Netflix, and I think it might be a little sugary sweet, or it might be unfrosted. This one's about Pop-Tarts, I believe. Heather, are you ready to check out Unfrosted?
Sure. I don't know how I feel about that opening at all, but let's do it.
I try. Let's go.
Ground control, we are go for launch. T-minus 3, 2, 1. Liftoff.
I believe we have split the atom of breakfast.
In the early 1960s, the American morning was defined by milk and cereal. And the two undisputed giants of the cereal world were Kellogg's and Post.
Major news from the breakfast world. The Post Cereal Company has reportedly invented a shelf-stable fruit pastry breakfast product.
No.
Yeah.
Boy.
It's Post. They did it.
I'm about to finally crush that big red K that never stops glaring at me. How do you think Post did it?
There's always a surprise inside the box.
What if they use xanthan gum?
Xanthan.
Kellogg's is entering the race to reinvent breakfast with the help of Steve Schwinn, Chef Boyardee, and Jack LaLanne.
They're stacking the deck with ringers.
Hey, you know Isaiah Lamb from Quaker?
You Kellogg's people.
We're about to have some very powerful people very upset.
You have to win. Are you making any progress?
It's not to scale, but
What are you guys, 5 years old? Little John draws better than that. And I think there's something wrong with them.
nobody said this was going to be easy.
We're talking about happy childhoods for millions of American kids. The important thing is the name.
Fruit Magoos. What?
No.
Heat 'em up and eat 'em ups.
No sale.
Oblong nibblers.
Is this a joke?
Whoever gets to the shelves first is gonna win this thing.
Give up the tarts, old man!
How did it get this far?
It's breakfast. Things happen.
Isn't this a cereal company? Why did my husband explode?
Goodness gracious. All right, coming to Netflix on May 3rd, Unfrosted. Before we begin, Heather, I have to ask you, are you a Pop-Tarts fan?
Yes, I'm a classic brown sugar girl.
Brown sugar girl. Okay, already that's money. That's the number one go-to Pop-Tart, brown sugar. Yeah.
It's the number one.
All day, every day, brown sugar Pop-Tarts.
Absolutely. It's my. I think I've been eating brown sugar Pop-Tarts since I was like 4. They're the best ones. Right. And yes, I am not a girl that likes the crusts. You only go for the frosted part, the best part.
Oh, you don't eat the edges?
I do. I just don't like them. They're not as good.
Yeah,
and
true.
I will say this though, I'm not a frozen Pop-Tart girl. Like the people that like make them cold and like eat them.
Yeah, I never understood frozen.
I don't understand you humans out there. It's toasted. Like
yeah, I could eat it regular, especially if you don't have a toaster available.
Absolutely, yeah.
When I was in the military, Navy, we're out to sea. Like you are eating the same garbage food on the mess decks. So you have like your own stash of food, and Pop-Tarts, brown sugar were always in my, what do you call it? Like for me box or whatever, if you will. Pop-Tarts. So Unfrosted, very interesting. A lot of stars in there. Hilarious. It looks interesting. A lot of things I know from being a breakfast fan, Post, Kellogg's, all that. I'm very intrigued. I'm excited to check this out on Netflix. How about you?
I could say a lot about Jerry Seinfeld, and I'm not going to. So just look him up and learn all the things that he's currently saying and putting his own foot in his mouth. But
outside of Seinfeld and everybody else in there.
Other than that, I'm really excited for this. I will say that they turning these stories about food into these fun, cute movies. I love Flamin' Hot. It's probably one of the cutest movies of 2023.
Yeah, agree.
So I've actually been looking forward to this. My husband, apparently this was announced in like 2022. My husband brought it up last year or a couple months ago. I'm sorry. I'm looking forward to this. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Is it actually based on the actual events of Pop-Tarts?
I think
Loosely
that
based?
I think it's supposed to be loosely based off of the actual competition that was happening between Post and Kellogg's, which we know has been going on for like 200 years. So
exactly, yeah.
It's one of those where I don't think, of course, it's probably going to be loosely based off of it, but you know, you're definitely going to have your Kellogg's fans and your Post fans sitting up and going, that's a true story there. And because I do know that Pop-Tarts and toaster strudels, there were elements of actual feuding.
Yeah.
So it'll be curious once we actually see the movie how much of it is true and how much of it is based off truth. For sure.
Yeah. And I have to also say though, unfrosted, no, it definitely has to be frosted. Pop-Tarts have to be frosted. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of unfrosted Pop-Tarts.
But to be fair, toaster strudels are amazing, but you use all of the frosting on a single toaster strudel and then you make more. You can make your own frosting for toaster strudels. You put as much of that shit on there.
I've never been a toaster strudel fan.
Oh, you just haven't had the right toaster.
My wife likes the toaster. You know, my wife and daughter like. I've always been a Pop-Tart guy.
No, if you are a Southerner, you're gonna know this. If you're a Southerner, if you talk with an accent, you know that popovers have been something that has been made by your grandmothers and your grandmothers and grandmothers for a long time. So toaster strudels are something that if you're a Southerner and you're too lazy to do what your grandmother did, that's why you eat toaster strudels.
What's your 2 and 3 after? What's your next 2 Pop-Tart flavors after brown sugar?
I do not eat anything other than brown sugar. Literally.
Really?
My sister she really liked the mixed berry because the mixed berry came out like the moment, like at my sister's perfect point. I thought I was going to like chocolate. I thought I was going to like s'mores. Actually, no, I guess I'll say this. My number 2, and this is only if I absolutely have to, is the classic frosted strawberry.
Yeah. Yeah. The chocolate strawberry, well, the chocolate and the frosted strawberry are 2 and 3 for me. But brown sugar all day, every day can never be contended.
It's number 1 through 10 for me. And then number 11 is strawberry. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Unfrosted coming very soon to Netflix, May 3rd, actually, to be correct. Let us know if you're checking it out. If you want to talk all things Pop-Tarts, Unfrosted, or what the deal is up with Seinfeld being such an asshole. I don't know. There's a lot of other people that compensate in this film. So let's talk about it in the comments below. Heather, your boy Kuya, Nerds Rule the World.